And here is today's topic, suggested by Meshek. Hello everybody, I am All Around Gamer and I'm back, but this time I'm going to be talking about champions that are OP in League of Legends. Now, right off the bat, this is my opinion, so none of this is going to matter. If you agree with me, that's great. If you don't, that's fine, I can live with it. But these are champions that, in my opinion, are OP. So we're going to start it off with Braum. Now, Braum is one of the newest champions, and off the bat, I mean, I was happy that he was a support, at least, but I looked at his ability, I looked at the abilities, and I actually said to myself, he's probably going to be very OP, and Riot's probably going to have to nerf him extremely quickly. Next up is Darius, definitely, in my opinion, a very, very OP champion. His hook, obviously, will annoy the heck out of you. And his passive allows you to bleed over time, which can be a pain to deal with, along with his little spinning attack. That's kind of like Garen's, except more annoying, and he's not screaming Demacia. It should be screaming Noxus. Next up, we have Draven. I don't even need to explain it. It's just Draven. Everyone knows it. Next up is Heimerdinger. Definitely one of the champions that can be OP and annoying at the same exact time. Just because the turret output that just the turrets that he can put down, along with the firing rate of those turrets, can definitely annoy you, and if you're not prepared, you're going to get destroyed immediately. Alright, next up is Jax. Definitely one that I hate to deal with a lot, mainly because his damage climbs late game, so he can really just demolish an entire team. The ability that allows him to jump, I don't play. So far, every champion I've listed, I don't play. But definitely the ability that allows him to jump, along with that attack speed that he gets, can definitely mess anyone up if you're not, skillful enough. Next up is Kennen. Definitely do not like Kennen. Just the fact that his electric ball, kind of like a Pikachu, can definitely wreck your team, because he can just go into that and it's an AoE, so obviously he's going to be circling around you so he can get as much damage as possible. And then obviously the little stacks that he gets will also, it's pretty much like a static shiv without actually paying for it. So I'm trying to imagine his passive mixed with a static shiv. That would not end very well. Next up is Syndra. Definitely one that some may call OP, some may not call OP. Mainly because, in my experience, if she hits me with one of her abilities, I'm pretty much dead. Just because her E is kind of like that. It's like a wave, if I'm correct. I believe it stuns you, and it does a significant amount of damage if you're not building magic resist. And then if she lands that, you can pretty much just say goodbye to your life. Next, we have the demon himself, the most hated champion in League of Legends, Teemo. Yes, that's right, Teemo, the little furry squirrel rat thing. I don't know what he is. What is he, like a rat? I know he's a Yordle. It looks like a squirrel or a bunny. I don't know. But definitely when obviously every Teemo player grabs his E first, which is pretty much like a passive. You just, get a point and don't worry about it. But that, along with his Q, which is a blinding dart, along with his passive, that's pretty much making him a living ward. And then his shrooms, you're pretty much asking for OP. Next one, I don't know if you guys will agree, Tryndamere, definitely one of the OP champions that I think should be nerfed. Mainly because, well, number one, it looks like he belongs in a Skyrim game. I don't hate Skyrim. I've actually played it. It's a pretty good game. But definitely due to his slow can really mess you up, and then his spinning slash will mess you up. And then his Undying Rage, I can't stand. I know it's only 5 seconds, but it's like the longest 5 seconds of my life. Even if I got my whole team bunched up on him, and he has like 15 health left, and he pops Undying Rage, it still feels like 5 centuries for the thing to deteriorate. So, I mean, I'm not asking, maybe like a 1 second nerf on the Undying Rage, or maybe even half second, make us all happy. Next one, I don't know if you guys think is OP, Volibear. just because every Volibear I ever played against is always just throwing me around like I'm some doll and doesn't really have any respect for me. But definitely Volibear, because just I hate dealing with him sometimes. And last, but certainly not least, we have Yasuo. You guys may agree on this one. Yasuo number 1 because all of his abilities tie in together. Well, maybe except for the wind wall. But if he can, once he hits one ability and he hits the next ability, you're pretty much dead. Because every Yasuo I've ever played against or played with has 99 times out of 100 been carrying the game. So I don't know if a nerf would be in order. On my opinion, I mean, maybe nerf him a little bit, but if Riot does that, then they're probably gonna buff something else of his, and it's just gonna be a dead weight, and it's not really gonna matter. That has been my video on my OP champions. If you liked this video, remember to subscribe, share it, like it, comment. If you share it, your friends like it, tell them to share it again, because it gets me out to even more people, and it's this wonderful tree of friendship and sharing, and everyone loves that. And if you want a topic that you want me to talk about, leave it down in the comments section. I'll look into it. If I can do it, I'll make a video off of it. This is All Around Gamer signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out my Twitter page.